Hey guys, it's Ron with Farming Up the Hill. So today we're going to go do our normal chores. It's a little snowy today, about 17 degrees outside. Got a little bit of wind, I'd say about 5 or 6 miles an hour, but it's slowly picking up. But we got to water all the animals, feed them all. We start normally down with the cows, the pigs, and the goats, and then we'll work our way to the ducks and the chickens. So we're going to take you along and show you what a nice cold day in the Colorado mountains does, and we'll get started. Like everything else, it got down to about 0 last night, so everything's a little frozen. We have to drain the hose every time we use it to keep it from freezing. We still get a little bit of ice in it, so we basically have to use our breath to get this to spin again. A little bit of heat gets it hooked right up. Growing up, we would always call these spigots out here farmer spigots. Some people call them yard spigots. I don't know what you call them, but that's what we've always grown up to know them as. Okay, so we've got the water buckets full. We take 6 5-gallon buckets down to the cows and the pigs and the goats, and unfortunately our tractor, when we brought some hay in, some 700 to 800 pound bales, broke. Hydraulic parts broke on it, and so we're trying to get those ordered and fixed. So we have to unload where we could unload the hay off the trailer, because I borrowed one, and so we actually have to put it in the ground in different spots. So now what we do is we break it open, pull off flakes, stack it in the side-by-side, and take it down to them until the parts come in for the tractor. And one thing you always got to remember is these animals are counting on us to take care of them, food, water, and shelter, and their needs come before my needs, so sometimes you have to do it the hard way for a while and then go from there. Alright, so Vern comes with me everywhere I normally go when it comes to dealing with the animals. He helps out, get the animals back in the corrals, pens, whatever need be, and you'll probably get to see a little bit of that. So here we go. We're going to go down to the cows. Alright, so when we come down, normally the calves will be outside the normal pen. So Vern knows when we get back over here, most of the time he knows he's got to get them back in with mom and dads and get them where they're supposed to be. So he does a real good job. We let him out on the side-by-side, and he'll get them back in, and then he wants to try to corral the rest of them while we're doing it. When he starts to get out of control, I just tell him in, and he will get back into side-by-side and stay there. So let's start feeding everybody. now that we're done giving feed to the cows, the pigs, and the goats, and giving them water, now we'll head on up and go to the other side of the property and deal with the chickens and the ducks. All right, we're up here at the duck house. We'll feed them, we'll give them some water, we'll check for eggs. We'll also check to see if they need any more brewer's yeast, and which is a supplement that most feed doesn't have enough of that. I believe it's B3 vitamin for them, and see if the eggs, they're laying eggs yet. Good morning. Hello, how are you, huh? Yeah, some of these ducks are quite friendly. A lot of them run from us. This young lady's been my buddy for a long time now. So let's get her fed and watered. Okay, we're at the main chicken house, and we'll get some food outside. We'll open the door. We put 3 to 4 scoops outside, a couple of them inside. Then we'll check for eggs after we get water. Here they come. All right, now I'll go in and check, see if we got any eggs. It doesn't appear that we have any eggs yet this morning. These guys are normally more of the 10 o'clock layers than they are first thing. So, let them have at it. They can enjoy some life. Alright, so we come in here, we've got a few chickens in the brooder house that we're just setting aside. Some roosters that were having some issues, so we separated them until we can figure out what we're going to do with them later on. So, and one hen that was attacking the rest of them, so she has the life of solitude, because it was either put her in solitude and feed her, or have to put her down right away. So let's go in here and check these out. cover. So this is our lady that has to live in solitude. But we did get an egg today. So this is the one that wants to pick on everybody. And then we got a big rooster in the back. He has a tendency to want to jump out and try to fly off, so we have to all hands on deck with this one. So we'll fill the water for these other two, and then we'll take care of him. And then go inside and warm up a little bit because it's a little chilly out here today. All right, we're in the power shed. We're going to finish insulating the roof on one side, and hopefully have some time to put up some plywood for walls. So we're off and running. We'll start getting it going. All right, so we're putting R19 in. So we'll go up here and Amy's got to stuff her hand in. This one? Oh. Now we'll start using this staple hammer here. Putting this stuff in. Got to save some heat in here. Make it better for the batteries. This will be good. See if we can get a little more constant temperature. So yeah, we're trying to keep them in. We have kilovolt, 7.5 kilovolt batteries, and they really don't like it being below 35 degrees. Put a little air coat out. They discharge okay, but they don't charge. So we're attempting to close it up, the shed up a little bit. We've done the rest of it pretty much. So the more insulation we can get up and the walls done, the better off we'll be. Jump, man. Yeah, buddy.
Hey, John.
Okay.
It out, whatever. Yeah.
All right. Forgot my mask. So maybe we got it for us. There's a lot of just normal dust in here, let alone the fiberglass stuff. Yeah. And hopefully, you still have to put the roof on this shed, but have to do that in the spring. got a pretty good tarp on top. So we can keep the weather out, rain out, snow out. Had to do this before in our other shed. Kind of getting to be a little bit of a pro setup, if you want to say. These tarps. Anyway, here's what it is. We'll keep going. Keep starting. Interesting to see how much better the shed is once we get it all insulated. The walls on. The roof will help quite a bit. It'll be a metal roof. We'll put down a couple layers of felt paper. That's basically a standard roof. See here? Oh, there we go. Maybe that's out. So, it's quite interesting to see how things go. Gotta move some stuff around here.
Okay.
Alright guys, we're gonna finish this project up, put a few more things up here, and we'll move on to the next project. Okay, as you can see, we have now got the insulation in. Probably not the most professional, but it works really good. We got this side in, and we're running 2 heaters, and it's already raised it up 3 degrees in here since we got the final insulation, and that's how much, if anybody's wondering how much insulation really works. We have to figure out exactly where we're going to run the electricity before we put the sidewalls on, which I thought about doing. I thought, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to get the electricity set in here, breakers and stuff. So since this is not going to freeze, we're going to put refrigerators and freezers for the eggs we're selling, the meat we have. So we got I got a commercial refrigerator, several commercial freezers to put in here. We'll be able to store it. We're also going to put a shelf or 2 in here to store canned goods and stuff out here. They don't get affected by heat as much, but definitely get affected by cold freezing and stuff, because this won't freeze. It's coming together. Takes a while. Things have been kind of crazy. I haven't really had a video released for a little while due to some personal things. We had to bring my mom up here, and so did that a little earlier than we anticipated. So that took a lot of time from us, and we had some other things happen in the meantime that ate up a lot of our time. So hopefully now things can move forward. Of course, it is winter. It gets cold. We've had several days at around 12 below, and thank God it only does it for a while. Normally it goes pretty quick. So, and we moved into the house. That had taken a lot of time. They finally got the house finished. We still have to finish the upstairs. It has a 400 square foot loft, and right now it's basically an attic. But we set it up for us to finish ourselves, so we can get up there. We'll probably in the next few weeks try to insulate it. The ceiling is insulated, or the floor of the loft, so the normal part of the house is insulated well. we come up, we got to put some 2x6s up there and put in the insulation. We want to hopefully get that done this year. I was hoping to actually start do some finishing on it. I don't know if we'll do that or not because we have so much other things to do. We definitely want to get it insulated, but I don't know if we'll actually do anything else for multiple reasons. One reason, we don't know if we want to do drywall up there or if we're going to do board and batten. So we're going to kind of look at that. Eventually, Amy's office will go upstairs. Right now, she works from home and she's working out of our bedroom. We have her desk in there. So hopefully we can get that, sometime maybe next year we can get her moved upstairs. Just a lot of projects. We still have we got to feed the animals every day. Animals break things constantly. We made the female pigs a shelter that they had broke. We fixed it. Took them 3 days to rip the tarp off of it. So we're gonna have to. We're hoping that was gonna last until the spring when we can build their new shelter. But it looks like we're gonna have to try to figure something else out. It's real early up here in the winter, and we need to be able to keep them dry and keep the wind off of them so that they'll have a better winter. So we got plenty of bedding for them, but Brian, the boar, we build his shelter, and besides for moving it around because they just like to root around in that stuff, he loves it. We got hay, some hay in there. He's dug himself a little hole, and he goes in there and gets out of the wind, out of the weather, and loves it. So hopefully we can get that with the girls, because in the next 4 or 5 weeks we're going to start breeding the pigs, and around that same time we maybe start to breed the goats. So anyway, okay, we're going to move on to the next project, and we will see you then. Alright, so we're going to do that fencing. Yeah. So we're going to do an egg check. See if our wonderful chickens, hopefully we get some Easter egg type eggs. The one thing about the farm and stuff, it's really easy and really quick to start looking like a junk pile. So this spring, we've been working on a little bit now. We've got a ton of stuff we need to go through and work on getting it put away. Get rid of it if it's trash, recycle it, whatever we're going to do with it. But keep the place looking decent as we can. So let's go in here and see if we can find some chicken eggs. This solar power is not turned on right now. There's just too many spots for it to be draining the battery, so I don't have it on. When the snow goes down a little bit on the other side, then I will turn the electric fence back on. No, Vern, no. So let's go in and see if we can find some chicken eggs, which I see one already from here. So, hello girls. So like I said, we got a few male ducks in here that we had to get away from the other ducks because they were just totally destroying them, hurting the females. Woo! So we got an egg here. See if we got any other eggs. Does not look like it. Looks like I need to do some cleaning out of the boxes. We're going to add a few more. And we're going to need to add some bedding, which I'll probably do tomorrow. But I got a few bales of straw, and then we'll switch to wood chips. This particular house was left here because of things we were trying to get established. This will actually go over where the camper is when we get the concrete pad poured. And the brooder house and this house will set there permanently. We actually have a camper that we're trying to set up. I'm trying to take you over here and show you it. You kind of see it up there, I hope. That we're turning into a mobile chicken house. for the layers as they go around. And then the duck house is already mobile. We got wheels we put it on, and it moves around periodically too until winter hits. So anyway, on to the next project. Wood burning stove. We got a wheelbarrow. We got small items over here, the kindling, and then we got the bigger pieces over here. We brought in a little over 4 cords this year. Next year our plan is to actually bring in logs, and I'll probably go ahead and buy a couple cords just to get ahead of the game so it's all ready to go. I'd like to see us have about 8 cords on the ground at all time, and then we'll probably also get a permit to go cut our own wood in the forest. The forestry department charges homeowners like $50 a year, and so you go out there, you cut your logs, bring it back. We got a splitter, gas-powered 30-ton log splitter.
Cut the dead logs.
Yeah, get the dead logs, get the beetle kill, get the stuff that keeps the forest fires from happening. They give you an area, and they just say, you can cut any of the wood in this area, which is normally all the dead trees. Some of them are laying on the ground. The logging companies go in and get the stuff that can be ran through mills, and then they either bring it to you in truckloads. It's about $100 a cord if you have them bring logs in. And the logs don't have any branches or anything on them. They have them just like they would take them to a mill or something, and they'll set them down, and then you can cut them up. Cut firewood already split. This is about $300 a cord delivered. So, and they deliver a little over 2 cords. They charge you for 2 cords. They give you a little extra. So anyway, these are ongoing chores that we do often. The wood, the animals, the feeding every day. Things don't end, and especially in the winter. Just added a little extra with the frozen ice and water, and having to bundle up a little extra. But please like and subscribe to our channel. Share this with people. Really like to kind of grow the channel and keep it going. We don't have very many subscribers right now, but we would love to double it in the next 90 days. That would be great. There's a lot that we're going to be growing, and a lot more coming along the way of us growing this place. A lot of work to be done. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.